Hey guys, Vicious here. Today I'm starting my tutorial series for beginners, and I'm going to start with the hero card, break it down, and tell you exactly what everything does and what you need to know. Grim is a 4-star hero indicated by these 4 stars. The blue color, this is called Ice. There are 5 colors in this game. Ice is an elemental color, which means that it is strong against fire. Ice beats fire, and it is weak against the nature green ability. Team costs, you don't have to worry about this too much. This basically is a determination on what heroes and how many huge, awesome heroes you can put in your team. I've never ran into a limitation. Some have. You're not going to run into it at an early level, though. 672 power. This is the measured power of the hero combined with everything you've done to him, his level, his ascension, the emblems that you've invested in them, into the talent tree. 70 is the level. Now, you max your level out several times, depending on the star of the hero. And once you max your level out, you get to ascend them. So let's say, for instance, you got Grim, and he maxes out at level 50 on his first ascension. So this will go to level 50, and then they won't level you up anymore. And then they said, oh, okay, you got to ascend your card. So that's what ascensions are. This character has several ascensions, so you have to actually level them up several times, and the maximum level increases before you can ascend them. Each time you level and each time you ascend, your stats go up. They also increase your chance of increasing your special skill, which is down here. He's at a max level. This is your experience bar. That's obviously not going to do anything because Grim is maxed. This is your special skill. These are your talents. I'll get into talents in a little bit. 746 with the sword by it, that's your attack power. That's how much gem damage you are going to do. Now, you're not going to do 746 gem damage, but that is the statistic of your attack power. This is the statistic of your hero's defense, 549. Obviously, Grim is not a very defensive hero. He's very offensive. Health is the heart. That's how much health your character has. This is the name of your special skill. This is the special skill level. It also shows right here. And this is how fast it takes to generate and use your special skill. There is very fast, there's average, there is slow, and there's very slow. If I can remember correctly, I believe that's what it is. All right, this just describes your special skill. 295% damage to the target and nearby enemies. When it says to the target and minor damage to nearby enemies, you're hitting a maximum of 3 in most cases. There are certain map levels where you can hit more than 3, but it's fairly rare. The target and nearby enemies get minus 34% defense for 6 turns. Now this is called a debuff. In my next tutorial series, we're going to be talking about buffs and debuffs, and one of them might not be the next one. I haven't decided yet. Anyway, that's most of the hero card. A few more things that I missed that were implemented later. Some of these things were implemented at a later date, like its class. Grim is a barbarian, and that's going to determine. Grim's always a barbarian. You can't change that. That's what the game classified him as. He's a barbarian class. This is your ascension, but this is how far you've ascended your class level. So he's a barbarian class, and a barbarian class has its own talent grid, and that's where talents come into play. Talents are a feature that they implemented later. This was not in the core part of the game. It's basically a talent tree like you would have in World of Warcraft or any other RPGs, where you basically increase stats and skills with points that you get. It's another way of leveling and strengthening your character. This is your talent grid. I know this is a lot of information, but use this video as a reference. You don't have to know everything, but use it as a reference. I hope I can help you at least. Just a few talents. You have to get and collect emblems. And if you click on the emblems, obviously it shows you. I don't want to get into that too much because I'm just explaining the hero card in this video, and I don't want to confuse you and throw too much information at you. But this is basically a talent and leveling tree. There's several of them. You're leveling your character, you're ascending your character, you're raising their special skill, level, and then you're also collecting emblems for your talent tree. So there's a lot to it. I know there's a lot of information on this card, but as you play, you will start to understand it better. The main things to focus on right now: attack power, defense, health, special skill. All right, guys? All right, let's see what we can do in the next video, and we'll take it from there. Have a great day. Bye-bye.